It is called the Statue of Peace, installed in the central district of Berlin. It has now led to a diplomatic incident between Japan and South Korea, forcing the German authorities to now withdraw permission for the statue. But why has the Statue of Peace, installed by a Korean group in Germany, become so controversial? This report tells you more.
At first glance, the Statue of Peace looks innocuous. It is of a pretty young Korean woman sitting beside a vacant chair. Installed by a local Korean group in Germany, the statue depicts a comfort woman. Comfort woman refers to the thousands of young girls and women who were forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese forces during the Second World War. Comfort women were from the occupied territories of China, Korea and the Philippines. To this day, the issue draws strong reactions. According to estimates, anywhere from 20,000 to over 400,000 young girls and women were forced into prostitution. In central Berlin, permission had been originally granted for a peace statue. It was meant to be a broad statement against sexualized violence against women in armed conflicts. But the Statue of Peace has drawn a sharp reaction from Japan.
This is the judgment of meeting, so I would like to refrain from commenting on other governments. Like I said before, the government's approach to the issue of comfort women has been explained to the international community in various ways, so I would like to continue making such efforts.
Since the end of the Second World War, different Japanese prime ministers have expressed remorse over the use of comfort women. In 1992, the then Japanese Prime Minister Kiichi Miyazawa said this while on a trip to South Korea. But the Japanese position on this contentious issue has not always been consistent. In 2007, the then Prime Minister Shinzo Abe had claimed that there was no evidence that the Japanese government had kept sex slaves. This clearly contradicts the many apologies and reparations paid by Japan for the abuse of women during the Second World War. But on this occasion, Japan has again expressed its irritation, and Germany has ordered for the statue to be removed in a week's time. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.